All right, so I need for you to share this story everywhere. This story is insane. It's one of the worst bad cop stories you will see in your lifetime, I guarantee you. Because what this man reveals about police officers shows you that you can't trust cops, especially if you're a woman. Because a twice fired San Antonio police officer by the name of Javier Perales Jr. is trying to get his job back. And his ex-wife says that he's a predator. This man has been threatening women. He threatened to beat up a cancer patient that he knew was a cancer patient. And there's proof of this. This man's done all kind of stuff. And also his lawyers who are trying to help him get his job back reveal something about his apartment that proves me right about police officers. This story is going to be insane. Pay attention. And so Perales was originally fired back in 2017 because he was threatening his ex-wife and also her father, who was a cancer patient. And the second time that he was fired was back in January of 2018. That was in part for anonymously harassing another woman with her own explicit photos, according to the San Antonio Police Department and their own investigators. And so he appealed both cases, trying to win his job back through arbitration. He has already received a lower punishment for the first case, from an indefinite suspension, which is tantamount to firing, down to a 45-day suspension. And the ex-wife who was threatened by this man in the first case didn't even know that he had won the first appeal until she saw news coverage of the second case. And so back in 2017, Perales saw his ex-wife's father in a hardware store and believed that the old man, who was currently going through chemotherapy, was ignoring him. And so he sent a text message to his ex-wife that read, and I quote, "I'm telling you now, if he talks shit, I'm going to knock him out." And quote, "After I fuck him up, I'm going to fuck you up," end quote. This man got his job back even after that became clear that he did that. And so the next part of the story is going to be absolutely fucking incredible. I'm telling you, it's one of the worst bad cop stories you will ever see. And this man's legal team is arguing that he shouldn't lose his job because other officers have done things that he considers worse, but yet got lighter punishments. Like, for example, a 45-day suspension for an officer who struck his wife in the face and choked her, a 90-day suspension for an officer who was intoxicated, who shot a gun into his mattress, and whose estranged wife fled to a neighboring residence to call the police, and a 15-day suspension for an officer who went to a nightclub, saw his girlfriend dancing with another man, and grabbed her by the wrist and ordered her out of the nightclub. This shows you, with all the cases that this officer's legal team brought up, that I was right about police officers. They're trash. You can't trust them, especially not with damn women.